where we have now become a developing state. So we no longer considered as a poor country. So now we should go from what we are to a developed state. I know it takes little time, but at a time that we are trying to change our image, it is very important to make use of the new methodology and the technology that is available in enhancing our both the service that we could provide for the people as well as make use of it to develop the country.
Must revert them and send to the other side. So that capacity is there for Sri Lankans. If you talk about IT, the best guy is India. I went to USA, Silicon Valley for a conference. All IT outsourcing Indians. For a USA guy, they have to pay per day $120 US dollars. But for this Indian guy, $40 only per day. So likewise, in India, they have a very good force. But Sri Lanka also capable. Sri Lanka, most of the websites were hacked. Very recently, it's under threat. All government websites, even MOD website. So we must have a team. That's why I am coming up with Cyber Army Squadron. For what? Combating illegal cyber movements. And also, there are certain other issues in this, what we are trying to talk about. How we are going to create this. So these are some of my keywords. Threats, botnets, cybercrime, cyber army, cybercrime terrorism, and also cyber outlaws, and also national security, online privacy, wiretapping. So historically we have seen, this started very recently. Now you know what happened in London. The whole city, within an hour, because of this social network, Facebook, Twitter, you can easily gather. Even the Egyptian government, how they changed. They started with 5 people. The social network. Thereafter it was spread. Therefore Sri Lanka, anytime. Now, everyone using this email, internet, social network. Within 1 second, they will come and ask. There was a problem in Bambalapiti. Somewhere is Udubala Sena incident. How these people gathered there. And then it came up with certain intelligence report that is from Facebook and Twitter. So easy to gather these people. So before that, we must have a cyber army. Now set up a cyber army, it is very, very important thing. We must remember, a lot of cyber offenders are there. Cyber thieves. These are called mafia boys in other countries. A hacker never come up with a name. They give different type names, but still very easy to identify. That is there. We should set up this. And also governments and private sector, there are even UN, they don't have any convention. So it's very powerful time, UN, to think about this hacking. And also progressively we have seen private sector establishment and also information security controls, access controls, safeguards, all these systems. Today, the biggest business is not selling goods, selling data. Selling data. Amazon.com bankrupt. Amazon.com, the person who purchased paid $millions. Why? Big email list was there. If that one cent, people will buy that. So that's why it is more intrusive than any other thing, our data. So cyber warfare, cyber outlaws, cyber paramilitary herds, likewise normal in the physical side, now they in the cyber side. And also unlawful global wiretapping. Even we know Obama had that problem. Edward Snowden, the whole country looking for that. Why? He's having a lot of information, security intelligence. That's why very recently Kremlin, Russia, all intelligence, we are not going online. Buy typewriters. That is, threat is there. Threat is there. So that's why we have to think, rather than a nuclear war, this is the war in future. So cyber artilleries are there. These are newly made things. We know what are artilleries, but cyber artilleries are now cutting edge and great strategic weaponaries we use. So we must be very careful in future how they are going to attack, and if they are using artilleries, what is the regulatory body we have to combat with them. That's why one and only act in Sri Lanka. One and only act. Even the person commit the crime not from Sri Lanka, maybe from another jurisdiction, according to this we can arrest and file a case. But the issue, legal advice is here. Please tell me extradition laws. Whether there is an extradition convention, only United Kingdom guidelines are there. Even for my website, a person attacked from Malaysia, yes, Sri Lanka, from here they can start. Even they can inform Interpol. So there is no connectivity. Attorney General Department, then you have Interpol, then you have judiciary. Likewise, a system should be there. So the law say whether the offense committed within Sri Lanka or outside Sri Lanka. One and only act in Sri Lanka, 2007, Computer Crime Act. The issue, how we take this guy to here. So that's why we need extradition laws are very, very important to take this. So cyber weaponry is built in supplementary arms, already in self-assurance, and also predominantly cast off against the resilient governments or its associates. So this exclusive paper, what I am going to do, I am publishing this paper, evidently which show there are certain hidden gaps, technology as well as law. So with this paper, what I am going to do, to fill these gaps, looking all the research which I have conducted in the world. So the end of the study, this paper aims to fill the gap and also delivers assessment of taxonomy of the key cyber contexts. And also global governments are there, which assigning resources and also cyber encounters. Now the theory. Look here. Contemporary universal theory is vouched by hackers. You have to be very careful. You have to think as a hacker, not as a policeman, not as a army commander. You have to see as a hacker. Nothing is impossible. This is one theory they use. There is no patch of human stupidity. Don't hate the hacker, but hate the code. Because they are using the code. So the art of deception becoming art of intrusion. So these are the famous hackers. They use these theories and to hack our websites. So the most terrifying and remarkable examples, illegal movement are WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks. The creator of WikiLeaks, he changed the whole world with his website. 300 million citations are there, WikiLeaks. That man was awarded the Man of Times magazine in USA year 2008. Later, he also revealed most of the Sri Lanka 10 files released. 10 files. Near the war, how USA giving guidelines to combating most of these military places. So likewise, we have to be very careful. OP payback, OP FBI, OP tank down. These are some of the universal things where hackers normally use. So therefore, the global attack sophistication, you can see basically in the last few years, what are the attacks? Phishing, banking is very, very important. Lender attacks are there. Now you see how these attacks are increased. Within another 10 years, it will go up. So phishing, that is where banking websites are attacked. Forged bank websites are there. So all these things I am giving one idea. Are we ready for the next cyber attack? Whether we have a good intelligence system? Give me 2 minutes. So universal cyber structure contained from core. The global networks is very, very important. Internet, because this is very fastly emerging technologies coming up, but the legal side is very, very slow. Traffic, application of traffic and domestic network we have to prepare. We must have a good service providers and also internet service providers. There must be given guidelines. According to 2006 Electronic Transaction Act, no legal liability. Whether it's criminal or criminal, you can't be. So therefore, we must have certain legal background for that investigation. So time has come now. We'll get ready because of these software that are not simulation, cyber spams are there. They use in this regard. So one of the definitive volume, and also with the APT, DOS, botnet attacks where I showed, all these are the areas where the Microsoft, Yahoo, eBay, Facebook, semantics. Likewise, the people who make the, whatever the security, anti-security also they are preparing. So that's why they are business in the world. So terrifying. This is where we have to see approximately prediction 1 trillion connection. 1 trillion connected device in 2013 and how they have attacked. We have TechCert 24-hour response team. If your website attacked, you can inform TechCert. Where Sri Lanka University. Moroto University, they are running a website, but how many complaints are coming? Today, CID informed me there are 750 complaints. Facebook misuse. So are we ready to even, to combat with that?
Newspaper advertisement to have the attack, the first attack, and how it was misinterpreted, and as a result, the attack took place one day before the scheduled day. So I suppose from that era, now we are going towards an era where your online connection and communication is so much. So not only the cyber warfare, even the normal nuclear warfare is going to be much more precise hereafter. Anyway, once again, thank you, Dr. Prathiba.